Well, hello there. I'm Pete LaFrance, the old Growler. Welcome to Meeting Expectations. What we do here is we take a look at a can of beer, a bottle of beer. Every once in a while, a spirit or a wine might drop by. We take a look at the label. We read all the information. We take a look at the artwork. We see what they're trying to sell us. Then we crack it open and see if it meets expectations. All right, what do we got today? Today from Southern Tier Brewing Company, a seasonal offering. It's their Nitro. It is their Pumking Nitro Imperial Pumpkin Ale. It is 8.6% ABV. It is 13.6 fluid ounces, brewed and canned by Southern Tier Brewing Company, Lakewood, New York, USA. And this is the Surgeon General's warning that if I'm pregnant or operating heavy machinery, I shouldn't be doing that. All right, what else do we have? That is about it. Okay, nitro, which means it's probably got a widget in there, or it was pumped with nitrogen rather than CO2. So it should have a very smooth head, incredibly smooth head. An Imperial Pumpkin Ale. Okay, Imperial, a high alcohol, and that's what it is at, I believe it was 8.6% alcohol by volume. I'm guessing if it's an ale and it's got this nice color to the can, it's probably a deep copper color, brown almost, with a very well knit head, and all of the pumpkin spices, cinnamon, cloves, nutmeg, and that's what I'm looking forward to. This came from the local beer barn at $6.39. That's pretty much close to, I believe it's 7 pounds now in the UK. All right, well, let's crack this open and see if it meets the expectations. Wow, it certainly is carbonated. All right. You'll notice we always use the same style of glassware for all of our tastings. That way, nothing has a leg up as far as clarity or aromatics. Well, that's certainly carbonated, that's for sure. All beers should be served at the proper temperature. And this is an ale. Ales should be served around 50 to 55 degrees Fahrenheit. Lagers, say 37 to 45 degrees Fahrenheit. And I've got my lollipop thermometer from the good folks at ThermoWorks. There is a link down in the bottom, down in the description box for more information. All right, what have we got here? We have got 48.4% Fahrenheit, degrees Fahrenheit, so it is a little cool for an ale. Okay, now when it comes to our tastings, most folks, what they'll do is they'll take a look, they'll sniff, they'll sip, and they'll let you know what they think. Well, what I do is I take a look, I sip first and then sniff. Why? Because sometimes the olfactory nerves can lead the taste buds astray. I'll let Master Sommelier Fred Dex explain it all to you. He does a much better job than I do. All right, well, here we go. It looks like an IPA. I haven't gotten any aromas yet, but that's the next step. First sip. Cheers. This is a real pumpkin pie, but more More of a pumpkin latte, actually. Not that there's any coffee in there, but it's that same type of pumpkin spicing. It's got a big body. This is a buxom beer, that's for sure. If there's any hops in there, they're hiding under the spices, but they are there. They certainly are. The reason I took 2 sips, the first sip is the taste buds, they're asleep. They don't know what's going on. I didn't tell them to wake up, and so all of a sudden they get hit with a cold, a very chilly sensation, and a lot of spices, and they're confused. Second sip, they know what to look for. They can figure it out and let me know what is there. And they're telling me, again, it's not quite the traditional spicing, but it certainly is a pumpkin pie for sure. First nosedive. Not very much spice there at all. That's more... I'm getting toasted grains. Wow. It's a substantial beer, that is for sure. There's no doubt about that. Well, does. And the head, as you can see, is still there. Very tiny bubbles, and it laces very nicely. So the nitrogen does make a difference there. So, does Southern Tier Brewing Company's Pumking Nitro Imperial Pumpkin Ale meet expectations? It certainly does. If you enjoy this type of program, please click on the subscribe button and the bell. That way you won't miss any of our presentations. A thumbs up would be appreciated, and a comment would really be appreciated. I'm Pete LaFrance, the Old Growler, hoping all of your beers meet expectations.